TransByDef. Happy Thursday to you. It's Jenna. This week's topic is how open or stealth are you? And this is a conundrum for us because part of us being able to move forward and improve our lot in life or in society is being able to show people that we're just like you, or maybe even better. For me, and because I wasn't like the younger kids that are transitioning today. I kind of forego trying to do stealth. I didn't change employers. I stayed in the same company for way too long, and I felt that I could do more good by being open about who I was. Now that doesn't mean I run around with a banner yelling, I'm trans, see me. But I made myself visible as a role model more, and I thought that was important, especially for my employer. I work for a company that builds boy toys, male-dominated industry, and it was important for me to show them that everything's going to be okay. So I do live openly as a transgender person, but I also live as a transgender person in stealth mode. I pick and choose, much like Colette was saying. I'll pick and choose when and where I'm going to out myself. When I feel it's important, I will do so. But for the most part in society, pretty much, except for the fact that I have a little bit raspier voice, no one really knows who I am outside the community. Even people, because I had FFS and changed a lot from what I was before, a lot of people didn't even recognize me that had known me on a casual basis in the past. So I was able to, quote, quote, pull it off. But there's always going to be, even though I live in a stealth mode, there's always going to be that, what's different about that girl? Her shoulders are a little bit wider, her voice is deeper. But for the most part, I get by okay, in a stealth type of mode. If you're going to parade around with 5 or 6 transgender people, in cities or bars or clubs or whatever, shopping, people are gonna eventually they'll pick you out. You'll get busted because of numbers and not being not blending is that word, I guess. So for me, being stealth is it's important because of the comfort level that I have. Just being myself and not having to think every time somebody looks at you, do I get neurotic because they're looking at me differently, or I like being comfortable. So living stealthy in plain sight, hidden in plain sight, I think they say it was the name of a book too. But I think living hidden in plain sight is good. I'm comfortable there. So my experience being transsexual is always going to be different than a cis girl. So if I can do more to improve our position in the future in society, then by all means I'm going to do so. I think that's kind of important for us. We've made a lot of headway in the past years, but I don't dwell on it. I wanted to live a completely stealthy life at one point, but I've kind of, because I've done talks at colleges, and I was a head of an LGBT group or a transgender group, and because of those kind of things, you kind of you're giving a piece of yourself away. But in greater society, yeah, I do live a stealthy life, and on purpose. I mean, I didn't do all this to be a poster child forever. So, I think that's why TransByDef is important to me, so that people know that we're just like you. And I see the time down the road, a while yet, that it really won't matter that much anymore. There's always going to be pockets of hate and whatnot and non-acceptance, but that's just the way life is, isn't it? So I do my part to be open when it's going to help advance us, or when someone is saying something derogatory. At times I will. I pick my battles to make sure I stay safe, but I will say something to someone and back them up some. So those are my thoughts. I didn't have a lot to chime in on this, but yeah, I live both stealth and open, depending on the situation and the position I'm in, and what is there to gain for myself and the community by outing myself. So. Those kind of things are, probably different for all of us based on where you're going. A lot of people transition and disappear, which is not uncommon. I've taken more of a backseat role over the past couple of years, but because my life just went on, and I'm not living. Like Kathy said, I'm just living as the woman that I am. And I don't really think about, is it stealth or open anymore? I'm just being the person that I was meant to be. And I'm happy. I think if you live a whole experience of denying who you were in your past, then that might be painful in itself too. So I find it kind of liberating to do as I please with outing myself or not, and life is good today. So have a stealthy Thursday and an open Friday and a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.